Jesus Christ, this is from the same guy who brought us Lock, Stock and Snatch. Who is the scoundrel responsible for not marketing what is a completely made film about two brave, inspiring, tough, resilient men? And lastly, why was this not marketed while we are constantly getting Disney's woke pandering knob shoved down our throats to the point of gagging? The film I am describing to you, ladies and gentlemen, is Guy Ritchie's The Covenant. The Covenant is set in March 2018 during the war in Afghanistan and is about a team of US Army Operations Unit led by Sergeant John Kinley, played convincingly by Jake Gyllenhaal, along with his reluctant interpreter Ahmed, played by Dar Salim, as they investigate those no-good pesky Taliban bastards after they orchestrate a lorry bomb killing their original interpreter. Ahmed is picked up as the replacement. He is not glad to be there, but fuck it, a job's a job. Trouble is, he's a stubborn man, disobeying Kinley's orders, keeping information from him, making him distrustful to Kinley. But as the movie goes on, you see why. He knows these people, knows how they think. Kinley is a hardened, no-nonsense army sergeant, tired, weary, competent and dedicated to his job, determined to see it through. But when things go tits up and everyone but Ahmed and John is killed, they are forced to put their differences aside and keep each other alive in an intense chase despite their environment being surrounded by the enemy. Later on, Kinley is injured before being rescued by Ahmed, and fuck is Ahmed a legend. For days we see Ahmed carting Kinley, keeping him alive, risking getting caught before getting him to safety. With Kinley back home, healing, reunited with his wife, he learns Ahmed has gone into hiding with his wife and child as they are now on the Taliban's hit list. Bastards! Kinley, unable to just leave him to the wolves, obsessively decides to get his superiors to deploy a rescue team to find Ahmed and his family. But the bureaucrats responsible are about as much use as Dylan Mulvaney selling fucking beer. And after an aggressive clash with the officials, he decides to do it himself, with the help of Homelander Anthony Starr. But will he get there in time before those pesky no-good Talibaners do? Guy Ritchie steps back from the usual caper style to deliver a much more mature, intense, grounded, realistic portrayal of two brave men preparing to risk their lives for each other no matter what the cost. Dar Salim and Jake Gyllenhaal knock it out the park, playing two experienced veterans who constantly clash but are forced to put aside their differences once shit hits the fan, both convincing their roles, giving an authentic feel, never coming across like actors acting. Emily Beecham does a good job as well as Kinley's wife, Caroline, coming across as a supportive but also concerned wife, worried for his safety, but understanding that he has to do what he has to do. My only nitpick is if you're expecting this to be Ritchie's usual style, like in Snatch, you'll be disappointed. This is a much more serious affair that feels more like Black Hawk Down or American Sniper than Lock, Stock or The Gentleman. And if you've seen the trailers, you already know what's going to happen, as there's very little surprises after. That said, it's still an inspiring, gritty, intense, well-executed drama about bravery, survival, never giving up, and all-round decency. Right, that's me done. I'm off down the pub.